Hi, I'm Mike Regan with TransAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of October 12th. We learned some things at CSCMP's annual conference that will affect your transportation cost in 2016. One of the reasons I love attending CSCMP's annual conference is because I always get a wealth of information that gives me a better understanding about what's going on with supply chains around the world and the type of factors that could affect your transportation cost in the future. Now, with that thought in mind, I'd like to share with you what I learned from a couple of different sessions. One session had the CEO from Internet Truck Stop talking about all the different things that are affecting capacity in the truckload market. Make no mistake about it, the take home from this is that capacity is going to be a big deal in 2016 and beyond. Now, this theme of capacity being a big deal was also echoed by Brad Jacobs. He held a special town hall meeting, and one of the things he talked about in terms of the Conway acquisition was that assets matter. The people that own the trucks are going to be in the driver's seats in the future. Now, one of the other sessions dealt with what it takes for you to be a preferred shipper. Now, a couple of years ago, we wrote a great white paper that's had over 1,000 downloads that shared some important information about how you could be a preferred shipper. But one of the things I gleaned from this particular session were the results of a study conducted by Iowa State University that talked about the impact of dwell time. The longer you hold trucks at the dock, the more you should expect to pay for that particular move. Up to 2 hours, there was no difference. But starting with 3 hours and 4 hours, it got progressively more expensive for shippers who held carriers at their docks. It was a great session. One other session that I thought you'd want to know about was a session that dealt with what's going on at our West Coast ports. Now, I had the privilege of moderating this session, and we brought together some senior executives from the Port of Long Beach and Los Angeles, the head of the Pacific Maritime Association, and some shippers from Boeing and Chico's. Now, one of the things that was really important was when we talked to Sam Phillips, we learned that Chico's, a high-end fashion retailer, had to adjust where they were getting their products delivered because they have a high-end fashion strategy where timing is critically important. Now, what we did is we went ahead and taped this session, and folks, let's make it simple. If you have any import or export activity that moves through the West Coast ports, Long Beach, Los Angeles, whatever, listen to this session. Go to transact.com and listen to our little podcast on a behind-the-scenes look at what's happening at our West Coast ports. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, we are on your team, we're here to help, and we are passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.